Hey guys, welcome back here to Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys coming by the channel to hang with me a little bit today. And I do appreciate it, guys. I know there's a ton of YouTube channels for you guys to check out, so thank you for choosing Intuitive Angling. Really appreciate that. Guys, I don't know if you know about it or not, but they're having a NPFL event up at the St. Lawrence River this week. And as you know, at NPFL, there's no forward-facing sonar allowed. This is the first tournament they've had at that big smallmouth fishery up there at the St. Lawrence River that you could not use forward-facing sonar in about 5 years. And we've all seen what has happened the last 5 years up there with the use of forward-facing sonar. So I want to dig into this video a little bit on what to expect and the difference between this tournament and a traditional like a Bassmaster or an MLF tournament that's been up there, because you're going to see a lot of changes and a lot of differences in this event this week. So we're going to dig into that. Also, guys, a couple quick things before we get started. There's only a couple more days left on the big sale on my Solar Bat series, RB2s and 3s. They've got that 250th anniversary sale going on right now. 50% off on my glasses, guys. You can get them at half price right now. It's going to be the biggest sale of the year. You're not going to have this chance again. If you use the promo code RandyB, you get free shipping and handling. So I'll put the Solar Bat link in the description of this video here. And also, guys, while you're at it, if you guys check it out, I've been talking about this the last couple months heavily. Guys, try this Baitpop, guys. If you haven't tried this scent Baitpop makes, this is freaking awesome. It's got real fish, real amino acids in it, stays on your bait forever. I've noticed the last two tournaments, I got first place and fifth using it heavily. I'll have the link in the description of this video through my Tackle Warehouse link if you'd like to get some there. So appreciate you guys putting up with the plugs there. Okay, guys, I want to talk about this a little bit and sort of give you guys some commentary here. One of the things, if you follow tournament fishing, the last 5 years or so, every summer or fall, they have the Bassmaster Elite Series or the FLW Tour events up there at the St. Lawrence River, up there upstate New York. And they catch big, massive loads of smallmouth up there. And with the advent of forward-facing sonar, it has completely ruined every other traditional smallmouth technique up there. You cannot compete with traditional ways that people used to catch smallmouth, because in the past, you know, before the cheater box came on the scene, everybody, when you went up north to, I don't care if it was St. Clair or Lake Erie or, you know, Champlain or St. Lawrence River, you fish jerk baits, you fish spinner baits, you fish topwaters, you fish tubes, that type of stuff, real bass fishing. And the advent of forward-facing sonar has taken all that away from it. And you've seen these massive catches up there. Now, the fishing has improved up there due to the introduction of the gobies, there's no doubt. But nevertheless, we've had a big sort of this illusion that this place is just freaking unbelievable through the forward-facing sonar. Now, they're still going to catch them, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to be like you've seen it in the past. So here's going to be the difference on this as far as, you know, what to expect in this and why this is so great. Since there is no forward-facing sonar in this, you're going to be relegated to basically fishing those flats and more hard structure areas. Those guys aren't going to be able to get out there in the middle of Lake Ontario and chase those big giant rogue smallmouth with a jig head minnow. That's not going to happen in this tournament. So in essence, you're going to see real bass fishing surface again. And I would love to be fishing that tournament because it'd be perfect for that. So this is what you're going to see a lot of them. You're going to see a lot of guys catching them jerk baiting over the flats. You're going to see guys catching them burning spinner baits. You're going to see some topwater action in there. There's going to be some guys that are fishing the hard structure breaks with maybe drop shots or something like that. But the main thing is you're going to see a lot of the power fishing tactics utilized for smallmouth. Now, largemouth's going to be different. There is a good largemouth population up there, you know, flipping grass, you know, flipping shallow wood, that type of stuff. But I am so happy to see that tournament going up there for the first time forever. We're going to get to see some real bass fishing techniques. St. Lawrence River, I don't know if you've ever been up there before, but it's a really special place. That was the very first Bassmaster tournament I ever fished, was in September of 1985. That was the 85-86 season on Bassmaster, which was my rookie year. That was my very first time up there, first tournament of the year. And I drew Hank Parker the first day of that tournament. So Hank Parker was the very first pro I fished with in a Bassmaster tournament. And in that particular tournament, there was a combination of a lot of different stuff going on. Jimmy Houston won that tournament, burning a spinnerbait in Chameau Bay, which is a bay off of Lake Ontario. There were some guys that did good pitching jigs and grass. The second day of the tournament, I caught the biggest bag of the day that day, which was almost 18 pounds, flipping a brown and black jig into shallow milfoil for largemouth. I caught smallmouth the first day. I caught largemouth the second day. The last day I didn't do that good, and I wound up finishing, I think, 18th in the tournament, which I was really happy about that. But nevertheless, it was real bass fishing. So we're going to get a chance to, see traditional techniques really shine at that MPFL event up there. But I just wanted to basically do this video real quick to, let you guys know that that's going on up there. Keep an eye out from it. Keep an eye out for, how those fish are caught. It's sort of going to be a step back in time, a step back in the right direction on how those traditional northern smallmouth fisheries used to be. I remember the first couple of years we went to Lake Champlain up there, it was the same deal with that. Jimmy Houston finished super high burning a spinnerbait. Roland Martin won one of those tournaments flipping reeds. And now it's like if you go up there and you're not fishing a jig head minnow staring down at a screen, you're not even going to get a check. So, which has been an insult to the sport. It's an insult to the smallmouth bass. It's an insult to the lakes. It's an insult to anybody that loves the sport. But for once, we're going to get a chance to see real fishing talent showcase out at the St. Lawrence this week.